Ah, hello, good evening, and welcome. As fall has passed and the icy tendrils of winter once more begin to bite into the land, it is time to take a moment to reflect on the Halloween season that has just come and passed. In this vein, my compatriots and I have decided to take some time and perform a public service to discuss the inner workings and trappings of that staple of the fall season, the haunted house.
Many of us have had the opportunity to experience a haunted house over the years, whether it be the grimy carnival variety, something that's done in a neighbor's basement, or, even worse, the dreaded family-friendly spook house. Few of us, however, have had the opportunity to be involved with a haunted house. Few are still in a genuinely creative capacity. In truth, designing a haunted house is a deceptively simple task, but designing a truly great one, well, that's something different entirely.
To a large degree, the success of your haunted house will be determined early on in the process, almost before you begin at all, and will largely be dependent on the team that you assemble to help you deliver frightening experiences to the general public. And if you want to create a truly memorable experience in your haunted house, it's incumbent upon you to Ocean's 11 yourself up the best team you could possibly assemble.
You're a hard man to find, Tanner.
Not hard enough.
I think you know why I'm here.
I told you. Gave that life up a long time ago.
Tanner, we need you. The children need you. These people, they don't care. They don't understand what it's like to terrify the young and old alike, to send children screaming and crying off until night. To them, it's all cobwebs, black plastic, and jump scares. We need you. We need you to bring back, to show them what it truly means to put on a good haunted house. So, Tanner, what do you say? Let's show them. One last time. For reals.
For reals.
But that's not to say that that's the most important role on your team. You'll also need someone to assume the role of producer, someone to handle the logistics of the endeavor that you're undertaking. Even on smaller enterprises, you'll need someone to procure materials and keep track of your budget.
However, it is a rare haunted house that's a one-man show. Most rely on key people to design and operate each room. The dilemma here, and this has derailed many a haunted house, is that while it's important to have a leader, you need to have designers and operators who are creative and driven enough that they can operate without a leader all the time. You need people who have that drive to really make their vision, make the haunted house a reality, without having a leader there to guide and direct them and keep them on track all the time.
Another major consideration that you'll need to take into account will be the location for your haunted house. Fortunately, this isn't as daunting as you may think. Throughout the years, people have been able to make haunted houses out of virtually anything. With the right forethought and planning, you can use pretty much any location, whether it be a basement, a garage, or even just a haunted house.
Now, like a film, a haunted house is something that requires careful planning and thought. You can't just slap one together with no planning whatsoever. Well, I mean, you can, and a lot of people do, but I think we both know how successful that's going to be. When my compatriots and myself were running a haunted house, we'd often start planning 6 or 7 months in advance, but, I mean, let's face it, we were kind of a big deal. I mean, we were very good at this, and several members of our team measured their personal self-worth based on the quality of the house that we assembled. In order to ensure that everything was done in time, we would start construction on the house 4 to 5 months in advance and have our final deadline for construction set weeks before the actual house was set to open, so that we would have some time to deal with any unforeseen circumstances that arose. Early on, it's worth spending some time thinking about what kind of haunted house you want to make, and then making sure that each room fits with that overall theme. For example, do you want to have a spooky fun house? Why? Why? Just why? Why would you want to associate your name with something like this? I mean, this is a perfectly good fridge here, and this is the limit of the imagination. This is an insult to everything that we've been trying to tell you here. Not, of course, that there's anything wrong with that. The alternative, of course, is that you could make a scary haunted house. Many haunted houses choose to theme themselves around a particular idea or concept, such as movie monsters, video game monsters, or something more story-centric, like a cursed house. If you do choose to go this route, however, it's important that all rooms conform to the same theme to better bring the vision into reality. Invariably, the majority of haunted houses are primarily going to make use of jump scares. Now, this consists of someone hiding in a darkened corner and jumping out at the audience to try and scare them. It's a tried and true method. Unfortunately, it's also a very easy thing to do. When you're jumping out at someone, you're not scaring them, you're startling them. And that's the simplest thing in the world to do. Truly scaring someone. Now that takes careful thought, planning, and effort. It requires making the audience feel uncomfortable and uneasy, playing at their tension until they're right at the breaking point, and then, only then, delivering the finishing blow that will leave them with an enduring experience that will stay with them long after they leave your house. Alternatively, of course, you could just throw up some black plastic and go boop. But think about it. Do you really want to be that person? Really? People will judge you. I know I do. At the end of the day, the most important thing to remember is that, unless you're doing this for free, people are going to be giving you their money, or at the very least their time. You owe it to yourself and to them to put on the best show possible. And even if you don't have many resources to accomplish that task, that's no excuse for failing to delight your audience. Suspense often comes more from what you don't see rather than what is visible. All it takes is a little bit of effort and ingenuity. So, in that light, I hope this informative video has given you some knowledge which you can take and use to improve your life. Perhaps, should we meet again, we can spend some time discussing the greater intricacies of haunted house design. But until then, my friends, I bid you good night. Oh, God. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God.
That's the stuff.
I told you. I gave that life up a long time ago.
Well, I guess I better leave then.
Damn. It was nice seeing you. Tell the kids I say hey. But when you put it like that, who could say no?
It looks so dramatic.
I told you. I gave that life up a long time ago.
Really?
I did. Back in Nam. Shit got real.
It was perfect. It's never going to be that good again.
For reals.
I'm sorry.
Too much Batman?
No, it was good.
Or not enough.
Is there such a thing? I'm sorry.
Maybe Michael Keaton Batman?
No, no, it's good. I can do it.
It's gonna be one of those lines.
Is it me? This is such a struggle.
For reals.
You fucking asshole! You fucking piece of oh! I like look at the hand. I look up and there's like this struggling lip.
One last time. For reals. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm just.
So what do you say, Tanner?
It was you.
So what do you say, Tanner? That wasn't me!
Okay, that was me. That was me. That was
You know
me.
what I said the first time we did this? And I said, it's not gonna be that good again.
Yeah.
I meant it!